Welcome back. SAFC acquiring a lot of new faces over these last few weeks, and head coach Alan Marcina said the extra day to prep really helps them acclimate to San Antonio's style of play. Take a look. Certainly showed off on the field. 5th minute, Samuel Aderan getting some space in the box, stops, bends one past the keeper inside the far post. A beautiful strike. Open up the score 1-0 SAFC. But Vegas responding 19th minute. Oh, Andres Jimenez. Perfect pass. Forward pressing behind SA's defense, and Jordan Farr. Well, level at 1-1, same score. Here we go. 81st minute. Tani Oluwaseyi turns, fires past the crossbar. Game-winning goal in his SAFC debut. SAFC finally back in the win column. A 2-1 W.
It was a tough game, tough conditions with the pitch and the weather, but I think coming in, we knew what we were going to face. We knew what the conditions were going to be like, so the preparation over the week really put us in the position to go out there and win the game, and that's exactly what we did.
We had 2 great finishes. I think we were unfortunate not to get potentially 2-3 more in the back of net clear-cut chances, so we'll continue to build on this.
All right, so San Antonio FC staying on the road, taking on Charleston Battery on their home turf Saturday, 6:30 p.m. SAFC not back to Toyota Field until, we got a while, May 27th. All right, game 3, Nuggets Suns. Check out what happened in the first half. Nikola Jokic and, yes, that's not a player, that's the Suns owner in the front row. Jokic trying to get the ball. The owner, Matt Ishbia, holding. Then Jokic shoves him a little with the forearm. And, oh, look at that. Suns owner flops back in his seat. We'll see if Joker gets any punishment for that one. But the game was close until the 4th. Landry Shamet on fire. Look at that. Shamet faced 19 points, 12 of those in the 4th quarter. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker each with 36, and they were the only starters for the Suns in double figures. The Joker, the former MVP, he had 53 points. He kept Denver in it. Now, it would cut the lead to 3, but that's as close as it would get. The Suns tying up the series, 129-124. All right, so here's how the Western semis are looking. Suns and Nuggets tied at 2-2. Game 5 Tuesday night at 9 in Denver. The Lakers leading the Warriors 2-1. Game 4, pretty sure it's tonight, 9 o'clock in L.A. All right, this is my game of the weekend. We got Celtics, we got Sixers. 4th quarter, Boston up 1. Once down 16. They would go up by 4 with a Marcus Smart 3. He had 20 seconds left. Celtics by 2. James Harden was really doing it all. Beautiful floater going to OT, tied at 107 in OT. Celtics by 2 again, 20 seconds left. James Harden in the corner. We haven't seen him perform this well in the playoffs before. And 3 seconds to go. Boston getting a last-second chance. Here we go. Marcus Smart is late. It is good, but it doesn't count. Hand in the face. Buzzer went off. Philly wins. This series tied 2 apiece. Harden had 42, 6 3-pointers. Philly only had 11 bench points. So what comes next? Here we go. In the East, Heat taking on the Knicks. They are leading 2-1. Game 4, 6:30 in Miami. Philly and Boston tied 2-2. Game 5 tomorrow night, 6:30, back to Boston. And here we go. Busy weekend in San Antonio. XFL Championship. No, San Antonio is not playing in it. We are hosting it. Arlington Renegades taking on the DC Defenders. Game set 7 p.m. at the Dome on Saturday. If you're interested in going, we have all the information. Just head to KSAT12. You get tickets, Ursula, as low as $25.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, great way to spend Mother's Day.
Hand in the face.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We're doing what we can here.
All ad-libbed.
Yeah.
I might add.
We like to have fun. Speaking of ad-libbing.
Hey, what are they cooking up over there?
Oh. I might stay late today just to get some of these leftovers.
We could run over to Market Square for that.
Oh, that looks delicious.
I think that looks like something you would make for Mother's Day brunch.
Oh, we got a croissant in the background, too. We got thumbs up.
Thank you, Ted. A confrontation with migrants and those trying to keep an orderly border about to come to a head. The end of the pandemic era Title 42 policy, a possible flood of migrants already massing at the border in order to cross. ABC's Matt Rivers shows us the scene where the asylum seekers are hoping the new era gives them passage once again.
Another brutal day ahead at the U.S. border. Hundreds of migrants stuck, waiting, hoping. to get into the U.S.
So this is the U.S. Mexico border. People crossing here every single hour, going up that hill, over the barbed wire, and they can't go any further. U.S. authorities making them wait there, sometimes for days.
Their wait continues in what will be a monumental week for U.S. immigration. On Thursday, Title 42 ends, the Trump-era health policy that allows authorities to immediately deport most migrants. When it ends, tens of thousands currently waiting in Mexico can apply for asylum. Authorities say they're preparing for a spike in migrant crossings, upwards of 10,000 per day. In response, the administration opening additional facilities to process migrants, adding immigration officers, even sending 1,500 active duty troops to help bolster the response.
We've been preparing for quite some time, and we are ready.
No one knows for sure by how much, or even if, migrant crossings will jump after Thursday. Some, though, not waiting to cross.
¿Qué quieres hacer en el otro lado? What do you want to do on the other side? You want to study?
Now, under Title 42, most migrants were quickly deported here to Mexico without facing any legal consequences. But when that policy ends on Thursday, that will change. Migrants who cross illegally could face much stiffer penalties. That's why so many of the migrants that are just across the border there behind me have chosen to cross now. So much uncertainty right now here at the border. Matt Rivers, ABC News in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico.
Well, the Biden administration working to help airline passengers. President Biden set to announce a new proposal that would require airlines to compensate customers for canceled or even delayed flights. A White House official says that this new rule means airlines will foot the bill for controllable cancellations or delays. That includes giving passengers money for meals, hotels, and even rebooking in certain circumstances. Now, the proposal would establish what constitutes a controllable delay or cancellations. Mandates like this already exist in countries like Canada and many countries in the European Union.
Check your bunk beds. Walker Edition Furniture Company issuing a voluntary recall of more than 120,000 twin bunk beds. It's all due to fall and impact hazards. The company saying that the wooden slats that support the beds can break. The roughly 121,000 twin bunk beds were sold online through Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot, and other retailers. Walker Edison said it got reports of 14 incidents of those slats breaking. There was one minor report of injuries. The beds were sold between February 2010 and February 2022.
Well, more than 600,000 federal student loan borrowers from the public sector, they've actually gotten their debts forgiven since October of 2021. The program promises to wipe away remaining federal student loan debt after an eligible government or nonprofit worker, such as a teacher or police officer, makes 10 years of monthly payments. Another 6,000 borrowers in the program will see their loans discharged soon. Separately, the administration's one-time student loan forgiveness program still held up in the courts after several Republican-led states sued. They argued that the executive branch doesn't have this power to implement the proposed debt relief. Meanwhile, payments paused for most federal student loans due to the pandemic. They're expected to pick back up later this year.
Let's take a live look outside with Live Cam. Enjoy the sunshine when you can get it this week. This week is going to be a lot of different kinds of weather hitting us. Just depends on where you are and when you are.
Exactly. It's a very good point. It's kind of random distribution of rain, but we think as we get into tonight, though, it'll sort of concentrate perhaps over our area, and we may get some heavier rain in spots. I want to take you back outside. Today is going to be our warmest day in our 7-day forecast. So if you're outside and sweating, well, hopefully we'll cool it down a little bit. It'll be in the 80s the rest of the week, but I think today will be in the 90s for highs. And you can see the partly cloudy skies we have right now, 85. Dew point is at 71 with south-southeasterly winds at about 13 miles per hour. Temperatures across the country, it's pretty cool out to the west. You got 50s in places like Seattle and Portland where it's in the mid-50s, but we're baking here in Texas, and that warmth stretching north now all the way into parts of Nebraska and Iowa, and some warm temperatures too for the Gulf states. 85 here in San Antonio, 86 Del Rio, mid-80s basically just about anywhere you go here in the state of Texas, and it is very, very humid. Forecast for the day, partly cloudy. The first half of the day is quiet, but as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, we bring rain chances up, 40% at 8 o'clock, and even better chance as we get into the overnight hours. We'll be watching storms that could potentially form in Mexico and move in our direction. We're going to take a look at that forecast, time it out a little bit better for you, and talk about what you can expect the rest of the week coming up in just a bit. Guys.
Well, it's the second week of May, and we still have those road closures that could lead to delays, so we always want you to know before you go. And we're going to start with what's happening here along 281 on the north side of San Antonio. We all know there is plenty of work that takes place out there, but this asphalt work will continue to probably cause some issues for you if you don't plan ahead. So make sure to know that Monday, May 8th up until Sunday, May 14th, we will see that work take place between 9 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. Alternating lane closures on the frontage roads, though, this time in both directions at Bulverde Road. All right, let's take another jump on to Tuesday, I-10 in Kendall County. We have painting work, and we again all know I-10 is one of those areas where we tend to see a lot of that work take place, and sometimes it leads to big slowdowns. This may cause some slowdowns for you if you travel through there between Tuesday, May 9th, all the way up until Wednesday, May 10th. The work starts again at 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. We'll see a closure of the eastbound ramp to US 87. All right, one last jump here to 1604 on the northwest side of San Antonio. This bridge construction work will actually take place overnight from Wednesday, May 10th, all the way to Friday, May 12th. The work should wrap at 5 in the morning. We'll see westbound main lane full closures from I-10 to La Cantera Parkway. But plan your commute ahead of time. Scan this QR code. It takes you directly to our KSAT traffic page, and we have a full list of all the closures that are happening right now through the month of May. So plan your commute ahead of time.
Thank you, Stephen. All right, we're here to talk about the Astros, but here's the thing. Yes, we know they're the reigning World Series champs, but the guy on the mound might also look familiar, and New Braunfels native. We're going to explain in just a bit.
There are a lot of diet plans out there, but not all of them work, especially if you're looking for heart-healthy options. Which plan might be better for you after the break?
Welcome back. The CDC says this is the #1 killer of men and women across our country.
But there are ways to reduce the risk of heart disease, and that includes eating healthily. CNN's Mandy Gaither has more on how some of the most popular diets rank when it comes to your heart health.
Having a heart-healthy lifestyle means regular exercise and not smoking, but what you eat is also a critical key.
Diet is the leading risk factor for death and disability nationwide for 7 of the 10 leading causes of death.
Maya Valdevelu is co-author of a scientific statement ranking popular diets based on which most closely follow guidance for heart health put out in 2021 by the American Heart Association. Taking the top spot, the DASH diet, which stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. You eat more veggies, fruits, and low-fat dairy foods, and limit foods high in saturated fat, and limit sodium intake to about a teaspoon of table salt a day. Other diets rounding out the top tier, the pescatarian diet, which allows dairy, eggs, fish, and other seafood, but no meat or poultry. The Mediterranean diet came in third, mostly because it recommends a small glass of red wine each day and doesn't limit salt.
Even making small changes that help you align more closely with this, you'll start to see a positive return on investment.
Eating patterns that didn't stack up as well included very low-carb diets such as Atkins, various keto diets like the well-formulated ketogenic diet or WFKD. These were in the bottom tier of the rankings due to their emphasis on red meat, whole dairy, and saturated fats, as well as limited fruit and vegetable intake. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
I know this is kind of contradicting what she said, but I do love a good steak, and the pictures and video on there made me pretty hungry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was telling Max, there's a reason for this. I was telling Max that we made steaks with chimichurri sauce over the weekend.
Sounded so good. She didn't bring us any leftovers, Justin.
There were no leftovers, friend.
Testament to your cooking.
They went quick, I bet. Temperatures so far today, 85 degrees. It's been a warm one. Our average is 85, so we're going to be above average today. 70 was the low this morning, and that is above average. The record is 102. We're not there. The record low is 47. Boy, that sounds nice. That was set back in 1891. In fact, we're going to be in the 80s most of the week, and we've got a lot of rain chances to talk about. We'll update you coming up.
Well, welcome back this weekend. So many folks out and about. Did you make it outside? Enjoy the weather?
I did a little work out there, but you had to kind of dodge the raindrops.
A little bit, yeah. So Justin was saying that, what you said, very active forecast this week?
It's an active pattern, at least. I can't guarantee that everyone's going to get a ton of rain, but there's chances throughout the 7-day forecast. And we got a little bit yesterday. It was nice. It was cloudy. We've still yet to get that really good heavy downpour here in San Antonio, but there's some possibilities coming up. Let's first start outside. It's warm already. 85 degrees at the airport, 86 Stinson, 84 Kelly, and we're at 85 over there at Randolph. Southerly and southeasterly winds are pumping in a ton of moisture, so it is, of course, very sticky. And as you plan out your day, know that the first half of the day is pretty quiet. 89 at 3 o'clock. We're near 90 by 4 p.m. That's going to feel warmer because of the humidity, but we start to add in a 20% chance of rain. And then rain chances start to go up this evening, 30% chance at 7 o'clock. And as we head into the overnight hours, 50% chance rain, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, as some showers and storms try to make their way in from the west. We do need to mention, the heat index at its peak today, probably around 5 o'clock. It's going to feel like 96 outside. It'll feel like 98 in Hondo, 99 in Bandera, 94 in Kerrville. So the heat index is no joke today. I can tell you, though, this is probably the hottest day we're going to have in the 7-day forecast. As we look at the satellite picture, starting to see some cumulus clouds develop here across Bexar County. We've got a few high clouds over top of that, and you'll see a few more clouds as we head into the afternoon. Still probably partly cloudy. And we're watching storms that are gathering out here in Mexico, a little disturbance that is starting to take shape. And that's going to work right over top of us as we get into tonight, into tomorrow, which is why I do think we'll be able to generate some showers and storms. Here's a look at one of our computer models. And look, the computer models have had a hard time with this kind of pattern. They've kind of been all over the place. But I think this kind of gets the general idea across. 20% chance this afternoon. But by tonight, storms developing. And this, by the way, this time frame, I'd say 8 to 10 o'clock out west is when we could see a couple of strong storms. And then these work towards San Antonio overnight. And with that low still around, we could see some showers in the morning and even more showers and storms kind of erupt tomorrow afternoon. Although the favorite area tomorrow will be east of San Antonio. And that's where we could see more pockets of heavy rain setting up. So as I mentioned earlier, the Storm Prediction Center just updated this to include our western counties into a scattered risk. So on a scale of 1 to 5, they bumped it up to a 2, with hail and gusty winds being the main threats. We'll, of course, be watching that closely tonight. And then the risk for flash flooding on Tuesday, the Weather Prediction Center has some of our eastern counties in a medium risk for flash flooding, low risk here in San Antonio. Something else we'll be watching. So a lot of factors here as we look at the 7-day forecast. 83 Tuesday, 84 Wednesday. We bring rain chances down a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, but bump them right back up Friday, Saturday. And that's another time frame in which we could see some heavy rain, guys.
We have an update now on a story we brought you earlier in our newscast. Some breaking news out of Austin, some surprising news out of Austin. Just hours before a key legislative deadline, the House committee has advanced a bill that would raise the age of certain types of automatic, semi-automatic rifles. Now, this is less than 2 hours after some of the relatives of the Uvalde victims had urged lawmakers, really shamed them to act. The bill, though, now faces an uphill climb to become a state law.
Now, this vote really marks a milestone for the proposal that relatives of Uvalde shooting victims, they've been pushing for months. Right now, head to KSAT12. We're working to get reactions from those families who have been at the Capitol multiple times over the last few months to really push and advocate for this bill.
And this bill moving the age up to 21 for certain semi-automatic rifles.
All right, still ahead on the news at noon, New Braunfels Unicorn alum Bryce Miller getting a second star for the Mariners, and this time taking on the reigning champs. We have the latest. Oh, welcome back. Astros, Mariners wrapping up the 3-game series. And look at this. New Braunfels Unicorn alum Bryce Miller getting his second start for Seattle after being called up just last week. He was dealing again yesterday, striking out 2 batters in the first inning, setting the tone, only allowed 2 hits and a walk through 3. After the Mariners put 2 runs on the board at the bottom of the 3rd, Miller really hits his stride, retiring 9 straight Astros. Yes, The world champ Astros, he goes 6 strong with 5 strikeouts, earning his first major league win. And who better to beat? Mariners take it 3-1, and Seattle manager with thrilling adjectives about Miller's performance.
Today was about pitching. First major league win, Bryce Miller. Pretty awesome. He continues to do his thing, and very impressive. Very aggressive, a ton of confidence. He's not backing off, and that's kind of his team he grew up, watching as a kid, the Astros, and that's hard. You want to get pumped up, and he was certainly fired up and ready to go today.
Fired up and ready to go, and boy, did he perform. He's already pitched 12 total innings over the course of 2 games, striking out 15 professional batters, only allowing 2 hits. And my favorite part, you heard the manager say it, this was the team he grew up watching, so a little extra fire. They're the World Series reigning champs, and he beat them.
It could happen.
Of course, New Braunfels zone. Look at that. All right. Speaking of local talent, Mike Osterhage.
Mike, are you making Mother's Day brunch? I'm just
Yes.
trying to give these guys some hints.
Yes, we are. Wait till you see what we are doing, because it's one of the many ways to pamper mom. We want to know how you want to pamper mom, and if you want to, really pamper, how about a meal like this? But Chef Jose Benitez from Curb Your Food Truck is here. So what are we making today?
So we are going to make a little bit of croissant French toast my way.
Ooh, with all that food on there and great whipped cream on top, and the side are these potatoes and
duck fat potatoes. Duck fat potatoes. Yes, sir.
So you can buy duck fat at the store and finish them up with that?
You can. Yes, I season it with the duck fat.
Okay, and then you also said don't throw it away.
Don't throw it away. Save it. Reuse it for later.
And you said almost use it like butter, right?
Almost like butter, yeah, of course.
Can't wait to taste all of this. Okay, another way to pamper mom is with a nice little gift, and Stephanie Pena-Frost from Princess and the Monkey is here.
Yes.
If you run out of time to shop, you've got a solution.
So we have a solution. Apple Blossom Lane makes these beautiful curated boxes. You pick the items, you put them together, packages them, and it's already done all there for you.
So she'd like this, and they find it for you.
And they can find it for you, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, yeah. She did this one just for us.
Oh, wow. Okay, and more great ideas too. All right, summer is, basically here. You want some great fashions that are going to keep you cool in the summertime and not break the bank. Jules Aldez has everything we need to know. Also, it is a Mad Science Monday. We are going to have fun with bubbles. That and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live, so stick around.